Fasting while pregnant. It's one of the most important topics we are need to talk today about. This is me, Dr. Ham Shell, an obstetric and gynecological specialist, and we are here from my doctor channel. We have 5 points we are need to talk about fasting before determining if you can fast or you can't, if you are allowed or you are not allowed. The only one who could allow you to fast is your maternity doctor, because the medical situation is the only point you are need to know to determine the allowance for fasting or not. The first point about fasting is about Ramadan itself. Is this Ramadan is in winter or in summer? Is this Ramadan in which country global from this world? If you are fasting in a country for 20 hours and there is another countries who are fasting for 12 hours, this is something which could determine. The lower the times, the hours of fasting, the best. The more the winter, the best the times for fasting and the best the chances for you to fast. So please determine all of these things. The second point about fasting is about your medical situation and your medical health. Those who have what we call high-risk pregnancy are not allowed completely to fast. High-risk pregnancy, gestational diabetes, hypertension with pregnancy, and those who have what we call preeclampsia, those who have autoimmune diseases with pregnancy, those who have lower amount of liquor around baby are not allowed to fast. Those who have what we call the preterm labor or a history of a preterm labor are not allowed to fast during pregnancy. Those who are anemic with have anemia or have a low hemoglobin levels, any other condition, medical condition associated with your pregnancy wouldn't make you allowed to fast. But if we have what we call the best medical situation for pregnancy, if you are in a great medical health, this is something which could make us to ask about the next steps. What about your body mass index? If you have a good body mass index and you are not having a very low amount of body mass, you could be allowed. If you have a very low body mass index, if you this is the ratio, body mass index is the ratio between your height and your weight. If you have a very low body mass index, this is what makes you more vulnerable for the side effects of fasting. Fasting is depending on calories, it's depending on burning your fats and lipids. So you don't have this high amount which could makes you safe during your fasting. So please, if you have a lower body mass index, you are not allowed to get it to fast during pregnancy. The coming step about fasting during pregnancy is something about the turn way, how to fast during pregnancy. You would be allowed to fast. You have a good body mass index, you have no any medical situation associated with pregnancy, and you have low hours of fasting, and you are fasting in winter or in a good climate and in a good weather, so you would be allowed. But how you can fast? You would fast in such the way we are talking about today. The way of fasting is fasting during sleep. It's the best way the pregnant female could fast. You could fast during the day, and you could sleep the day hours, and you could get up during the night hours. So you could get up before breakfast, Ramadan breakfast, by around 1 hour, and you get your breakfast as your normal breakfast, very light meal, and you could get your lunch after Taraweeh, and this lunch is a heavy meal as you take in your normal times outside Ramadan, and you get your suhoor before al-Fajr as you getting your dinner, which is a light meal as too, and you sleep after your suhoor by around 2 to 3 hours as we do in our normal days. The next point about fasting is a point about which trimester you are fasting in. The first trimester is a very important trimester. The third trimester is a very important trimester too. So the second trimester is the golden times and the golden hours for your fasting during Ramadan, and the third trimester is one of the most dangerous times for fasting during Ramadan. The first trimester is also not allowed for most of pregnant females, as in these times you will be associated with nausea and vomiting, and this is not allowed for those cases to fast. Finally, we would talk about the side effects of fasting during Ramadan for those who are not allowed and they don't obey their doctors and they get fasting. The side effects would be major side effects. It could reach up till preterm delivery, or it would affect the baby health, and it would affect the amount of liquor, and which is a fluid around your baby. It would make it to decrease in its minimal level due to dehydration, and even it may reach up to renal stones or something which could affect your renal system and could affect your kidneys. This is something which is very bad during a pregnancy. We will not allow our pregnant females to do such things for themselves and their babies as too. One of the most side effects as well is what we call low birth weight, which is having a very bad drawbacks on our babies, in which we makes our babies to be more vulnerable for what we call obesity. Because the cells of those who are low birth weight babies who was exposed to what we call the starvation during being inside the womb, it makes their cells to remember this starvation God, and this makes them to behave in a manner of preservation. They preserve everything they have, preserve every calories they have, and this makes themselves to keep these calories, not burn it, and makes them to have high amount of fats and makes them vulnerable and to get obesity. So please, if you don't care about yourself, you should care about your babies. If we are allowed or not allowed to fast during Ramadan, this is a medical decision, only a medical decision by your maternity doctor, not any other body. Today, we explained all of these things obviously and clearly. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you agree with that, share it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you are interested in female health and everything concerns your health. And don't forget to hit the bell button to be informed with the new lessons we are uploading in our channel. See you. Wish you the most health and the most happiness.